Picture this. It's the 1970s, and a group of young rugby players, along with their friends and family, are on a chartered plane. But something goes horribly wrong. The plane crashes in the rugged Andes Mountains, and what follows is one of the most unbelievable survival stories of all time. A group of 45 people, mostly from Uruguay, who were flying to Chile for a rugby match. The plane encounters bad weather, and despite their best efforts, it crashes into the mountain range. The survivors are left stranded in a remote, icy part of the Andes, with no way to call for help. No food, no shelter, no sign of rescue. They scavenge whatever they can from the wreckage, but it's clear that survival will require more than just finding food. The next step? They have to face the reality that help might never come. With no way to get out of the mountains and the weather growing colder by the day, the survivors are forced to face their worst fear: starvation. What they do next is shocking. The group debates what they should do in their dire situation. They come to an unimaginable conclusion. If they are to survive, they must resort to cannibalism. The most heartbreaking part of the story is the moral dilemma they face, as many of the survivors are close friends and family members. The emotional toll this decision takes on them is overwhelming, and it becomes one of the most controversial and gut-wrenching moments in survival history. After days of darkness, hunger, and uncertainty, a group of survivors decide to try to reach help. Against all odds, 2 of them set out to cross the dangerous mountains in search of civilization. Their journey is perilous. The cold, the snow, and the constant threat of avalanche make the trek almost impossible. Meanwhile, back at the crash site, the remaining survivors are beginning to lose hope. The group is scattered, each person grappling with the horrors they've witnessed, but the bond they've formed keeps them pushing forward, hoping for a miracle. After enduring unimaginable pain and suffering, 2 survivors, after days of walking through the wilderness and nearly giving up, finally encounter a shepherd on the other side of the Andes. They collapse in front of him, exhausted and near death. This moment of salvation sparks a chain reaction that eventually leads to the rescue of the remaining survivors. Many survivors carry the trauma of their experiences for the rest of their lives, but they are also forever bonded by the miracle they witnessed.